In this video, we're going to look at the expectations for the story assigned on February the 28th, 2019. This is where it appears on Infinite Campus, just in case you're wondering. This story was assigned to take the place of a regular test over the AR, ER, and IR verbs. In this story, your objective is to demonstrate to me you know how to use these verb forms in present tense. Notice what is not the objective. You are not out to impress me with the next story to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. I am not going to analyze plot and structure, although there should be some flow to it, not just a random bunch of sentences thrown out on a page. You should definitely not try and show me how to use Google Translator or any other online translator. I already am aware of the shortcomings and the strengths of online translators. I am interested in what your abilities are. That being said, keep in mind that I do not expect perfection. I've been speaking Spanish on a daily basis for 3 times as long as you've been speaking English. I've been involved in translating books and simultaneous interpretation since before the days you were wearing diapers. I still make mistakes when I talk and write. That's why I have to edit. And I have to endure the laughter of my Spanish-speaking friends on occasion. I'm not expecting you to be perfect either. I just want to see if you have a beginning knowledge of how these verbs work. Okay, so how can you convince me that you know how these verbs work? Because after all is said and done, that's exactly what you're trying to do. Convince Mr. Gardner that you know how to use these verbs. Writing a 300 to 400 word mystery will not do that. It can be done in just a paragraph or 2. So let's plan a strategy. Make a list of verbs that you already know. Here are some of the AR, ER, and IR verbs that we have covered so far this year. Pick out some of these and craft a story around them. If, for your story to make sense, you need to use some other verbs that we haven't learned, you can use wordreference.com to look them up. However, if you find yourself going to word reference for verbs more than 3 times, you're working too hard. Focus on the verbs that we have had in class. Once you have your verbs, you need to figure out who is going to do what, because I will be looking to see if you use different conjugations in your story. You may want a couple from here and a couple from here and maybe 3 from here. And of course, if you use different AR verbs, different ER verbs, and a couple of IR verbs with different conjugations, I'll be impressed. And you will most likely convince me you know how to use your verbs. But you're sitting there and saying to yourself, "Yeah, Mr. Gardner, but I really don't know how these verbs work because I was asleep in class when we covered this." Don't sweat. Grab your favorite soda and get some popcorn. It's movie time. Down below, there are links that explain how these verbs work, and these videos have exercises in them to help you practice. Just stop the video, do the exercise, push play to correct your exercise to see how you did. Just a note to the wise, stay away from the verb gustar in this assignment. That verb works differently from the normal verbs, and it will not help at all with the expectations of this assignment. I do want this exercise written by hand. Just take a picture of it, attach it to a email, and send it to me. I do not want this done on Google Docs. Thanks for watching. Hope this clears things up for you. Email me if you have questions. Goodbye.